Damn, all right. Okay, I was looking forward to that that music, but I guess not. Hello, ladies and gents. Hope you're having a very good afternoon, and welcome to ESL Challengers Cup number 2, season 51. All that nonsense that's already in the stream title. And today we're bringing you the lower bracket round, the Last Resort versus Heroic Academy. It's going to be a good one. This is a rematch just from under a week ago, I'd say, as the two teams did face off in the Nod Win closed qualifiers. So it's gonna be a pretty good show. I think just a nice little rematch is exactly what we all want. So and the good thing for us is if you go over and you look at that match, it's just a rematch of the same veto. It's Nuke, it's Inferno, and it's Ancient. It's just those two last maps that are swapped around. But enough of my ugly ass face. Let's cut to the game. And it is just me today, so just solo casting. And for whatever reason, um, my channel doesn't pop up on HLTV. I don't know. I've tried applying it to it, and I know right now there's currently a Russian streamer. So spread the word, letting the people know that there is someone covering this in English. And yeah, we should have a pretty good time on the server today. I do expect this to probably be another 2-0. TLR did play earlier this morning, and when I mean early this morning, I mean 9 a.m. against X Ruby, and it was a pretty good showing. I mean, they won 2-0 very, very comfortably. Yeah, 13-3 and then 13-11 on Mirage, and the top performer there was Bev. So, and that was a team ranked 62nd, by the way. So I would incline all of you to take a little look at TLR's journey right now in the VRS standings, because I think a month ago they were stood around 180th in the world. Now they're 139, so they're pretty much on the precipice of breaking through into top 100. So on the other hand, though, we got the young guns, Heroic Academy. Yeah, what can I say? They're all just super young, super talented. And the future's looking bright for them, so who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be the young guns, or is it going to be the experience? For whatever reason, my radar isn't popping up. So I think after the pistol round, we will definitely restart the radar, but let's try and not miss any of the action here. It's just going to be an A pop coming into A. It's going to be Vacancy getting that opener onto Yogi. It's going to allow everybody else to start bursting through onto the scene. Not going to be clearing out Holy, but out comes the fight from Heaven. It's Giraffe who's going to be keeping guard of that. Extinct wiping off the player in Hut. So it's all on Dodo, the coach, and he's not going to find anything. So it's going to be TLR starting with a pistol round. How about you show us the bloody radar? Why is the radar not showing up? Yo, my HUD, what's going on, man? I need to observe as well. What's going on? Let's turn that off completely, and then let's turn it back on. Of course, this is the type of stuff that happens to me when I just want to stream an ESL match. Okay, luckily this should be an eco round, but let's see if my HUD wants to hurry up. It's kind of a cool, a clean feed, that. It looks kind of cinematic, almost. This is a very good eco for Heroic Academy, by the way. I mean, sure they lose the round, but 3 kills, not bad at all. Yo, my HUD, you wanna turn on? Let's This is fantastic, this. And now it's doing some update that just won't download. Do you wanna maybe hurry up? We're getting into the gun round. People want to see the shit, bro. I want to see the shit. Here we go. There we go. It just had to do an update right in the middle of a game, but now I can actually see what's going on, and so can you guys. But we got Artist on an AWP round number 3. That's kind of ballsy. And for those of you that are not very well versed with the UK scene, Artist is the guy. He is from Ireland though, so don't confuse the two. But he has been around for a very long time. He's won it all over here, and it's nice to see them getting the opportunities to face other teams in Europe. It's a 1-for-1 trade towards outside, putting a lot of pressure there. It's not going to work out for this round. TLR. I mean, Artist with the bomb has managed to sneak his way to secret. Bev needs to make some sort of sound here towards the top side, but he's gonna get caught out by Holy. So, Artist 1v4, getting an early clutch attempt. And he's got his favorite weapon as well. Will Dodo actually be able to deny this? Oh no, he won't. Bomb will go down, but that is going to be round secured. And something I will have to say, it is who's on the server here for Heroic, because Dodo is the coach. Who are we missing? It is Herdina, the Slovakian. He's not playing instead of Dodo, so we got a Finnish Colt here playing. I mean, if you've been around for quite a while, you know Dodo, he did have a brief spell on Ents as well. He's just been around for quite a while, so he's standing in for Herdina, so that is good to know. That's also why I don't have his picture ready, because I didn't expect him to play today, but it's all good, I guess. On number 4, flurry of util already being used by TLR. Looking to gain some early control. Musiek, 18-year-old Polish AWPer for Heroic Academy, has picked up Artist's AWP into this round. Can he find something to avenge his teammate? No, he can't. Yogi going down for a lucky little spray from Vacancy. They found themselves a nice little pathway into B. They just have to get past Dom 4K though. The timing is absolutely perfect for him. He's going to be able to swing on in and get a double, not the triple, however. So it will be a 3v1 now, the AWPer of Heroic. And he's going to get instantly shut down by Giraffe. Good night, my good sir. See you in the next round. And he decided not to pick up the AWP there. Looks like Artist is just going to be looking to rifle, at least for now in this half. This force is coming straight back into this one. For Heroic Academy, Musiek back on that AWP. And they put their entire bank balance into this one round here, Heroic. And again, a bunch of early pressure with the util. Time's going to be everything here. Pop flash from Vacancy. He's going to get an opener onto the player close, but onto Holy. And the entries are absolutely perfect for TLR. And once again, Musiek, you got to feel for him. Another 1v3. Entire world on his shoulders. Best thing to do is going to be to save this gun. But the question is, will Artist be able to deny this? I mean, the off angle is going to be everything here. And with that missed shot, Artist takes his chance. And that is TLR moving up to 4. And again, for those of you who don't know, this is the last resort's playground right here, Nuke. And that is something I'm a little concerned about for Heroic Academy. I mean, you've basically gone for the same veto. And in that last BO3 that you guys played each other, you got completely rolled. So the fact that they've gone for the same thing, I mean, I guess that's just their map pools overlap in there a little bit. But the fact that they're already 4-1 up on T-side Nuke, it's a bit of a long day. And they smell weakness on this A site. I mean, they keep hitting it time after time after time. And there is no response. I mean, it's just crispy headshots around the board. For TLR. And they're just farming up stats here. I guess you can say they've also got the coach debuff as well. And that's no hate to Dodo, but it's never nice playing with without your full 5-man roster, but you gotta do what you gotta do. See if Storm can take away any guns here. I mean, Vacancy has a keen eye towards Trophy Room. That's a pretty easy kill. Yogi actually doesn't find anything with that spam, so It's turning out to be a have to forget right now for Heroic Academy. Again, for those of you tuning in, Last Resort already played a game earlier this morning, so you can say that they're warmed up. I feel like we're definitely seeing that on the server. Need to see some sort of initiative here from Heroic Academy. They've been playing tower defense these last couple rounds. Just hunkering up onto the bomb sites. It's not really ended well whatsoever. Fair let this from Yogi. He's gone down early into Secret. Trying to take an early fight, and he does get an early dink onto Artis, so that's damage done. Artis will have to play with his life in the utmost care now. 3 players pretty much stacked onto this A side. I mean, with the amount of times they've hit it, it makes absolute sense, and that's the lucky spam there. Musiek finding Giraffe. Dodo will finish off that kill, so it's a 5-on-4. Holy, Molly in hand. He's ready for this. I mean, he got the pixel angle there, and he can drop down afterwards. But time is going to be absolutely everything on this one. I'm sure Bev is just going to run straight through that Molly. No, he's not. I mean, Vacancy actually getting that kill onto Dodo. Holy going unnoticed, and he's going to be able to finish off the round, but it's actually Musiek and Stom chiming in, so it's all going to be on Bev. And they're just going to dive on in to get that final kill. So there is a response for Heroic Academy. But is it too little too late? I mean, if they win these last 5 rounds, it'd be a pretty good recovery, but at the same time, it's not exactly how you'd want your CT side to start off, but let's see how they build from this. Once again, T side setting up into a default here. Outside smoke's already deployed. Can we see some donk levels of spam? I mean, Storm's already down here, actually. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a surprise here for TLR, and it is. And that's the bomb dropped right down the stairs into his hands. That's a beautiful find for him as the trades are going around the top side. Dodo diving through the smoke. Going to put the favor back into Heroic's hand only for a second. And Giraffe switching to the sidearm to get that second kill. Storm is running down Giraffe to get this final kill, and he does. But the question is, where is Bev? He's lurked out from hell, but he's not going to get the kill. Storm with the 3k. You'd favor Bev anytime in that fight. Almost seemed shocked that he was swinging into him. My god, these rounds are quite difficult to cast. I mean, it's just all over the place. So much chaos. Putting my observance skills to the test. Look at what that has done to the money of TLR. I mean, I said they were sat comfortable, but financially, they look a little bit ruined. I mean, you got Giraffe and Artis on the Hero AKs. Everybody else on the Tech 9. But I do always say these are the type of rounds that are the scariest. Even though it's a sidearm, it can do so much, but holy, okay. I think that was on the vent. It was indeed on the vent. It's a very nice find for him. Once again, Stom 4k. We'll actually need the 4k here to stop this push. Finds the first. Smartly retreats backwards to a favored angle, and he does so beautifully. He's done his job. 2 kills for him. Now it's a 4-on-2 despite Musiek missing that shot. I mean, Heroic should set themselves up nicely here, but instead of going for the bomb down, Distinct and Giraffe are looking for these kills, and that's a lovely crisp headshot from Giraffe. Just like that, there's a huge gap here onto the A site. But the bomb can go down without anyone putting a stop to this. And now the situation gets a little bit sticky here for Heroic. A lot of time on this post plant to readjust here for TLR, and I mean this flank from Giraffe could be the demise for Heroic. As the util comes on in, Giraffe needs to time this to the absolute perfection. Extinct just needs to play his life as well. And he actually gets that kill into Yogi. Giraffe with the backstab, and Musiak, all he can do is cower. Nice little drive-by. Can he get out of there, though? No, he cannot. And I'm sure Musiak is going to be kicking himself there. He had the chance to get one of the players on the cross. And that is an instant timeout. No surprise there. Absolutely no surprise there. You cannot be losing a round like that. But that is the difference between the young guns and the experience right there. Just that lovely call. Instead of going for the post plant on the B site, you look for a way out. The opportunity presents itself. So solid stuff. And with that round, it means TLR won't be losing in this half. They've got the tie secured, but I think we all know they're not going to be just going for the tie. They're looking for something more. They want to win these last 3 rounds to solidify their dominance so far. Bit of a team move by though for both teams. 3 Galils, 4 MP9s on the other side. It's yeah, they've pretty much gone to eBay and got what they could. So TLR do need to be careful. I mean, the one benefit is you're looking at Heroic. They've gone all in on the guns. No real util to stop any of these pushes. So that's why we're seeing them play a little bit of CQC up close and personal. But again, TLR choosing correctly. No one playing towards ramp. So they get this side of the map for free. Storm with the Soul Rifle. Keeping an eye on outside. To be fair, Heroic have already readjusted. They've got 2 players down in control. So TLR need to take the precautions here, or this could end in a bit of trouble here. Just keeping an eye on this. Artist, are you going to keep an eye on it? Absolutely not. Yogi's going to get a free kill, but a lovely trade from Extinct. So quick with it. Will they expect Holy close by, though? I mean, when Giraffe is swinging in like that, yes, you will. And now it's all on the finish coach. I mean, what did you expect? What did you expect? It's looking just a bit too easy right now for TLR. A complete role reversal from the other game against Amiga. Then again, that was pretty clear he was going to win that one before the game even started. But with this being a rematch, I expected a little bit more from Heroic Academy. I can't lie. I mean, again, you look to the younger side nowadays in CS, and there's just so much talent these days that us unks can't really compete. But the unks are winning out right now, so shout out to my fellow unks. TLR are your representation right now on the server. Now they're trying to pass the 5-7 test. No armor on any of these players, so should be easy going. Giraffe paying my rent. To be fair, I'm pretty sure in the last time these teams met up, I think it was Giraffe who had probably the best time on the server out of everybody, and he's having that time again. So is Extinct, farming up some ecos, and well, that's it's an eco round. What can I say? I mean, listen, I believe in Yogi, but maybe not in this round. 2 kills. Stuck with a USP. I mean, this only ends one way, doesn't it? Oh, they're not even going to go to him. Bomb has found safer passage. That'll be round number 8. And lost it. Nice little one tap from Bev. Little 3k in the round for him. Bit of confidence farmed up for him. Yeah, I feel like this half of CS is kind of just flown on by. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's been super quick. I feel like I've just booted up the stream and we're already at the end of. We've already done 12 rounds of CS. So TLR truly speedrunning this game, or at least map 1. But let's see if Heroic can offer some sort of resistance on the final round. Musiek on that AWP's not really found much, sadly for him. This time on the CT side. That is actually the heavy hitter of Giraffe going down early, so they're going to be working with a man down, and that is the heavy hitter, of course, so we'll see how TLR fare, as once again, they've got a player down here early, as I'm missing all the kills towards ramp, L observing. And it will be Holy, the only one down here, to try and put a stop before this bomb goes down, but he's more worried about the player in secret. They know there's a player down here. Artist will be pinned in from both sides, but he does thrive in these chaotic scenes. This is how he's going to be everything here. He's going to get that kill onto Musiek. Lovely readjustment. So calm, so composed. And he even gets the second one as well. I mean, this has just been a beautiful display of CS for TLR. Look at that. 3 rounds on CT side nuke. I mean, just put up the white flag at this point. Why wouldn't you? It's looked way too easy. And Heroic, I mean, I feel like this is where that lack of experience comes into play. I mean, sure, you got Dota on the server with you, so you have someone to look up to as one of the youngins, but at the same time, they've just been absolutely trampled on. It's kind of sad. I kind of tuned in today, kind of hoping, hey, it's going to be a close game. You know, both of these teams played before. But 9-3 at the half, it's, well, if Heroic don't win this pistol round, we might as well be looking at Inferno. But the Marchand has a pack together, all 5 players going down into secret. No one finding a single headshot. It's a bit scrappy, but they found refuge and Extinct on a timing. That is not going to be nice for him. So it's going to be Bev. How many can he tap out? Only 1. So Heroic find themselves on the bomb site, but can they bypass vacancies, dualies? No, he can't. But just like a bit of deja vu, they found another passageway up the vent. And I mean, how the hell is Vacancy going to win this? I mean, he's going to have to go all the way around. And he can do so. And if there's any man you want in the clutch, it is Vacancy. Dodo needs to be careful. Don't give away a free fight. A bit of teammate block in there. They've at least got a crossfire set up now. Vacancy, though, knows where both of them are. He's going to lure out one of them. Holding their nerve. Vacancy edging out ever closer. Going to force a swing out, but Yogi will find that headshot that they so desperately needed. And again, it's a all over the place type of round, but if you're here for Heroic Academy, I think you're gonna be quite happy with that one, despite how messy it looked. So, well, 5 rounds is what they need to tie up the scoreline. It's possible, but have you met Extinct Nova? A dangerous thing, this. I'm personally not that much of an Nova enjoyer, but hey, if you can make it work, you can make it work. Of course, Vacancy with that trusty MP5 of his. Ever since that gun did get buffed, he's had an absolutely wonderful time with it. Oh, Extinct. If only you knew. Holy, that's a bit too easy. I don't know if the gun barrel was spotted out for him, but well, that's an easy way to put yourself a man up. Flash coming in. Not checking your angles as Yogi, but he's got the reaction time to adjust for it. Wow. That A-site capitulates with ease. So, these 2 MP9s. Go for the save, I'd say. Might as well try to hold on to some sort of Kevlar for the next round. They're just holding their ground though. Hoping for any exits to find themselves on their laps, but Heroic not looking for the hunt. They're just looking to save Bev. You need to get the hell out of there. He should be fine. He'll survive to the bomb radius. So, Heroic, they do secure the conversion. And of course, we've got to stop the flow of the game for a tech pause. I 100% guarantee it's for TLR as well. 100% guarantee. It always ends up being for them. I don't think this will be a long tech pause either, though, so just hold on. Maybe a good time to get yourself hydrated. Get yourself some snacks. I mean, if Heroic do come back, we might be here for a little while, so get yourself cooking. Oh, actually, no, it isn't for TLR. It's actually for Musiak. So, there we go. I hope we reconnect soon. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Herdina wasn't able to join us on the server today. I mean, we obviously don't know, but maybe they're having tech problems. Maybe he just had something come up. I highly doubt he had something come up. Why would he skip an official? Unless it was something serious, so... There you go, he's back in, so... Hopefully everything is fixed up. We should be we're going live any second now. I think they're just readying up. And yes, they are. Beautiful stuff. Alright. Ah, yes, they just baited us. Very nice. I will take the time to say this then. Yeah, this match doesn't pop up on HLTV for whatever reason, so... If you got any English speakers that want to English stream for this game, I know there's a Russian guy streaming right now. Do spread the word, of course. It would help me out quite a bit. Get some more eyes on this game. Doesn't hurt anybody. So, for whatever reason, HLTV just ignores my calls and leaves me on bread. So, you know, it's fine. We got that type of relationship. They ignore me. Fine, I'll ignore them then. It does finally seem like round 15 will go live, and just looking at early signs. I mean, obviously you got the TMP9 saved from the previous. We got 2 Zeuses out there. Alright, so I got 3 and 1. Okay. We'll see if the Zeuses can find anything. Probably don't me, but I do love a cheeky Zeus. As actually the TMP9's taken 2 outside. Looking for an early engagement, and they do walk away with a 1-1. So, numbers equalizing. Artist, instead of retreating all the way, he hunkers up outside red. Extinct making some noise just to be a bit of a bait here. Artist will just need to time this to absolute perfection as he spots a player going down. Won't get the fight onto Musiak, and it's a labored spray from both of them. The fact he walks away with a kill there, I mean, lucky guy, but that was ugly. And now it's on the Zeuses. And a vacancy 5-7, but... Where do Heroic decide to go is the question. Well... They have found themselves... down secret. Extinct already here and waiting. Hold on. They're all gonna go to single. I mean, this is a prime position for any Zeus kill. Hiding in the smoke. Extinct is just gonna pop out of nowhere. And he's gonna get that Zeus kill! And he's gonna find... Oh no, he's not gonna get the final kill. He gets that good damage onto Holy. All Giraffe needs to do is just close out the round on someone who's 20 HP. And the timing is not gonna be a Holy side. Lands 1 bullet, put down to 5 HP. Holy going for the fake. 10 seconds on this, and he's going to find an angle around the smoke. How the hell have Heroic walked out with a round win there? How the hell have they pulled that one out then? What kind of voodoo magic was that? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that was something, alright. 2 saved MP9s, couple Zeus's, and that was nearly daylight robbery from TLR, but once again, Musiak looking like he's having some problems. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, by the way, if any Polish viewers are here. It is Musiak, isn't it? It was like Musiek. I feel like Musiek actually sounds more correct, but what do I know? I'm a dumb American anyways. Problem is as well, I want to kind of see what's going on, but can't even read the chat, so. But we got a pretty good indication of what's going on. I mean, you saw that fight that he took against Artis. It wasn't probably what we would have expected from him, so maybe he has the internet problems. Maybe this game's just lagging a lot, I don't know, but they do need to get that problemo sorted. Guess we can take the time just to relax, get your legs kicked up. For those of you just joining in, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I mean, I live in the UK, and normally that would just be a sign of a bad news, but today's actually been quite sunny, so maybe today will be a good day, and we have a pretty good best of 3. A best of 3 that sadly is you know, been slowed down because of that man himself that's disconnected. But yeah, I mean, if you have just joined in, of course, this is what it's looked like coming into this game. It's 9-3 at the half. TLR on the T side, pretty dominant. I mean, we probably all thought it would have been over by now, but Heroic picked up 3 scrappy rounds, but 3 rounds nonetheless. And now there are only 3 rounds in contention, but it looks like we will be getting the first rifle round of the half whenever this problem gets sorted out. So yeah, hopefully the wait isn't too long, but you see, this would be the part where I selfishly plug anything I want, but I won't. I ain't gonna be a sellout streamer. I'll let you guys decide. I mean, you're probably only here to watch the Counter-Strike, as am I, to be fair. Okay, well, it's turned from a technical to a tactical. Again, I can't really read what they're saying, but do they just play a... No, they can't play a 5v4. Or can they? See, these are the little things. I don't think they can do a 5... I mean, they could do a 5v4. It would make to a pretty boring end to this series if that's, or at least this map, if that's the case. If Musiak isn't able to get whatever problem he sorted. I mean, I can have a look. No, nothing's being said about what's going on. Oh, no, never mind. He's back. Okay, he's rejoined us. Is it his ping? No, his ping's very good. Well, whatever the reason it was, I hope it doesn't affect him too much. He has had a pretty torrid time on the server, to say the least. Only 1 kill more than his coach, but we're finally going live after what seemed like forever. Oh, and again, I mean, it's just not his day. A prime opportunity to get an opening pick for Musiak, and it's a whiff shot once again. Poor fella can't catch a break. His PC's down on him or whatever, and he can't land a shot in CS. It's just one of those days for him, it seems like. But Giraffe has been left wounded. But it shouldn't matter too much. He's got the support of his teammates. I mean, look at this from Artist. Posted up into lobby. Huge chunk of info just off that alone. Bev can play off Giraffe here as they swing into main. There you go. There's that kill. And not a single person turning back to Bev. 2 free kills. Dodo picking up that AWP from Musiek. I don't think he was much of an AWPer back in his day, but hey, gotta make something work. But Artist, I mean, I didn't even see that. He pushed through lobby, up the ladder, and now Dodo, I mean, could have had a field day, but they'll just run him down. And just like that, TLR, first to double digits. And it looks like their map pick is going to be going their way, all the way. Lost bonus, non-existent for Hurricane. If they lose this round, you could pretty much guarantee TLR are going to be on match point. So, it's do or die now. 3 AKs picked up as well for the CT side, so it just gets bad to worse, and there's actually a bit of a gap there on that smoke. I mean, Giraffe, well, it's not going to be Giraffe, it's actually Artist who finds that opener. But they do actually manage to sneak across the nades. If only Giraffe held onto the angle, it's actually going to be Extinct Molly who actually cleans up that kill into Yogi. And well, Heroic, you're down 2 players with a minute 15. No map control, no util. You do have a smoke on Storm. He's going to deploy that to main. Giraffe is actually going to stick around and play in front of the angle here. Dodo winning that fight actually against Bev. But Giraffe, I mean, sticking around. Will get his 1 vacancy now taking his place. Artist needs to be careful here with this missed shot, but he just switches to the sidearm. And now it's the coach. 1 versus 3. What can he pull off on this one? I mean, he spots the shoulder of vacancy. He's got 40 seconds to maneuver his way around the map, bro. Don't forget your rifle. If you're going to save, you definitely don't want to forget that. Well, that's number 11 for TLR. Not much to say. They just look quite comfortable. We'll just let the timer tick down. What do you do now for your Heroic? I mean, I do think they've got 1 pause left if they want to use it. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want to use it unless they just want to get the map done. But look at that, everyone on 1900. There's no money in this whatsoever. Yeah, it'll just have to be the Dodo here, AK. Single deagle on Musiek. Let's hope for his sake he can land something with this. TLR just looking to close out this round. Start closing off this map. Okay. Dodo getting that kill into Artist. Alright. Something in this then. Open up outside, you're going to see them start to be a little bit more preoccupied about his secret lurk. As you can see, Giraffe and Extinct send themselves up here. Vacancy though. How much further do you push? If you did, you would have found the bomb. But I think he does make the right play. I mean, I think those Glucks would have just completely overran his position. Door smoke redeployed. Bev playing a very passive angle. Not even holding 2 ramp, but Vacancy's going to hear all of this noise. Giraffe and Extinct looking to set themselves up, and it's a beautiful double spray down. Extinct looking for more. It's just pristine headshots. And poor old Yogi with a Glock. Not much he can do. Bev will chase down that final kill. the last resort on map point. And I'm pretty sure this is how the score ended last time in the Nod-Win close qualifiers. It was a 13-6 victory, I think, for TLR on Nuke against Heroic Academy. So I think it's a bit of just deja vu all round, but of course the game's not over till it's over. Everyone but Dodo buying into a rifle, of course. Dodo having no money. And again, only 2 smokes. Oh, they've actually deployed their outside smokes, but 2 smokes left for the offense. Giraffe playing with confidence, breaking that smoke up and trying to find an early pick. Heroic just kind of delaying the inevitable, really. Waiting for some sort of overcommitment that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Couple more smokes deployed. Outside smokes refreshed. Pev doesn't want to get headshots. When does Bev like to get headshots? Let's be for real. 35 seconds. I mean, they're leaving this really late. They have managed to get Holy down into secret. Artist is deployed there, however. But here comes the ramp hit. It's that man, Bev. Can he have his moment to shine? Well, there's a couple headshots for you right there. He's found 2. He's done his job. And the bomb needs to get onto that bomb site. It's 15 seconds. They're catching that lurk onto Holy. Hold on. How have you not found that kill? A huge misplay. That double ramp setup. How is it not finding anything? Or that double B setup. Holy gonna run to the hills. He's tagged down low. Vacancy winning that ramp fight. But it's not gonna matter. It's gonna be that man, Giraffe. 23 kills on Nuke. If you've not been tapped into UKCS, this is the man you need to keep an eye on. His performances have been 10 out of 10 in the last couple of weeks. And, well, I don't think anybody's too surprised by this scoreline. 13-6. Now we head to Inferno. And I think it's going to be more bad news for anybody in here for Heroic Academy. Every single map that's being played right now in this video favors TLR in some way or another. So we're going to have to see a huge mental reset from Heroic Academy, or else this series is going to be done in 2. And they're going to be knocked out of challenge, but I know we all want a 3-mapper. So we're going to cut to a break. And, don't go anywhere. Hopefully this is not too long of a break. And, yeah, catch you guys in a little bit. Righty then. Thank you guys for your patience. It's been a very, very long, well, what feels like a very long break between both of the maps, but knife round's just getting underway, so Inferno will be getting kicked off shortly. So once again, I know it's a little bit selfish of me, but do spread the word. There is a pretty solid English stream ongoing, at least for this game at the moment. So do share it around, because for whatever reason, HLTV, once again, just I have tried to put my channel on there, but it just doesn't do so. But Inferno, I mean, this pretty much could be the finale, what we're witnessing right here on the server, at least. Yeah, 13-6 on Nuke. I had a little look at the previous best of 3. It ended up being 13-7 that last time they played, so they did one better this time, the last resort. And Inferno, I mean, if you look maybe like a month ago, I'd say TLR not too comfortable on Inferno, but they've really grown into this map. And I think if you look at the statistics on HLTV, I know a lot of their games aren't streamed on here, but Heroic have got a 25% win rate on Inferno compared to TLR's 33. Now, to be fair, both of those win rates aren't the best, but one is clearly better than the other. So, yeah, this is going to be a huge underdog comeback, I guess Heroic are going to have to somehow achieve, but you looked at how comfortable it looked like for TLR. It looked like just a walk in the park for them on Nuke. I would not be surprised if it's going to be somewhat the same on this one. Key players to keep an eye out. Once again, it was Giraffe leading the way by some level on Nuke. He had a very good game on there. But I think as a whole, TLR do like this map quite a bit. Now, I don't know much about Heroic Academy, but they just got to not do what they did on map 1, which is a bit problematic because it seems like everything they did was a little bit wrong. The rounds they won, almost fortunate. More so the mistakes of TLR allowing them to take advantage of that. I will say Stom had a pretty good game. There's no denying that. He had a very solid game. He was the only one really getting picks, but apart from that, likes of Musiak, likes of Holy, Yogi, I mean, very quiet on the server. So if we want a very competitive best of 3, and if we want to see all 3 maps of CS being played, we're going to have to see a huge resurgence from them, or else, well, this will be a very short-lived stream. And we'll move on to the next. But I do thank you for the people that followed today. That's a shout out for you guys. This is my first time streaming Challenger games. I was meant to stream some last season, but just never really found the time. But does feel like everything's lining themselves up nicely. So who knows? Maybe we'll do some more games in the future outside of the last resort. But well, I'm not sure what is going on. There is a tech pause, but sounds like there's a lot back and forth, but never mind. Asking you shall receive. We're finally going to go live. For Heroic Academy's pick. And what could be the final map of this series. So, already seeing some early dualies on Artist and Extinct. Just Kevlar around the board here, actually. Dropping probably both of those dualies, so... No util to stop any of these executes, but then again, Dodo only's got a flash and a smoke as well, so it's going to be light. And I think that chaotic nature that we saw on Nuke is going to continue into this map once again. Dodo, going to flash in Holy. Top banana secured. And this is a map where Vacancy does thrive. He's looking to retake banana, but at the same time, as soon as he calls this all clear, if it's going to be called over, Giraffe's already readjusting towards long. It's Herc just looking to contact this Musiak. Quiet game in the first one. He's not going to be on his side. No, he isn't. The step is going to give him up, but Extinct goes crazy in apartments. And Heroic Academy not getting off to the start they would have wanted, but somehow they get back into the round thanks to 2 picks from Holy. But it's only a couple consolation frags It's clean, it's precise. It's what you'd expect from the last resort, from a team climbing the Valve ranking system. Like it's another day at the park. And they continue to dominate these pistol rounds. No bomb plant either. So the torrid times continue for Heroic Academy, stuck on all Glocks, so it's time to farm up some cash money. If you are TLR. Not lose any players. Get that money you so deserve. Pack of wolves hunting down, it's easy. It's an eco round, not much to say. That was basically a filler round. We didn't really care about those rounds anyways. Here comes the AKs. I think we'll get a pretty good lay of the land of how this map's going to go off this one round alone. Three-two setup for the CTs. Playing it pretty bog standard, and an early spam from Vacancy does find Storm tagged down low early, so it's a rough start of the round for him, but I'm sure his teammates will still be there to try and capitalize on something, but Extinct, he's got the retake util in hand. He's already thrown down the molly. Vacancy still playing really close to this angle. Flash is going to come in here, though. Vacancy swinging off it. Timing, though, is going to be unholy on that swing, so going to be a little bit unfortunate there, Vacancy. Decent nade damage onto Holy as well, at least to soften him up a little bit more for these MP9s, but the man down. Gets a little bit shaky for Heroic, well, for TLR as you go and hunt for kills hardest. Does find that dink onto Dodo, but the AK comes out on top in that occasion. Bev now taking his place. Will trade his teammate, but his teammates actually found a pick towards long. Short completely given up, though, to Heroic Academy. Bomb will go down without a problem. And with two kits in play, they can take their time on this one. They know Storm is low as well. And if Bev can find that kill, which he does with ease, it's now on Musiak and Holy. One towards Mini, as he actually gets up and gets a headshot. And Bev diving from apartments. And somehow a 5-on-3 TLR recover. And it just gets bad to worse for Heroic Academy. A huge round from Bev, who had a pretty quiet game on Nuke. But then again, he wasn't really needed as much. But he's making himself known on the server in the first 3 rounds of play. I guess if you're looking for a positive, at least you got the bomb down. If you're Heroic Academy, you can't buy into this one, but you really need to win that round. Now you're stuck with a bunch of pistols, Holy on that Galil. Banana control giving up once again. This is the one thing you have to keep an eye out. As someone who's watched TLR for quite a bit, they do like to fight for Banana quite a lot. Vacancy at the forefront of this. He yearns for these types of fights, engagements. Well, you'll definitely have to give this one up, though. Does not want to get overrun by the Tech 9s and everything. Vacancy, get yourself set up, buddy. They're coming on in. A dropping down headshot from that AK. Vacancy just looking to stay alive. Extinct would be diving through that smoke to save his teammate's life, but he doesn't get anything, but it's all Vacancy right now. He's on for the 4K. Give him the ace. It's the Vacancy show, my friend. I did say this is his map. This is his domain. And he's got... Oh. Come on, Draft Bro. Really? Seriously? That's a criminal act right there. That could have been the first ace of the series, but what can you do? Yeah, that B hit got completely destroyed by one man and one man only. But with that loss bonus maxed out, Heroic will be looking to keep up the pressure somewhat. Holy has found himself to wood. He's stuck on a bit of an island though. But you can see has a pretty good idea where he is, and they're actually going to molly him out. Gonna have to use the smoke, and I mean, it's just pristine, the timing and everything. Extinct even using a flash to blind Holy as he swings on in. The team plays through the roof right now, and the gap through the smoke from Giraffe is perfect. So I was expecting actually Bev to be in apartments, but it's Artist AWP that finds itself with a line of sight onto Dodo, and it's a free pick, just walking on into him. Extinct. Oh, the flash is perfectly well timed again. And it's just simple. It's just simple Counter-Strike, but it's perfect Counter-Strike. They're always flashing for each other, playing off each other. It's just good CS. It's just good CS. And I feel like you can just see in the way Heroic are playing, they look like a team that are gonna get knocked out with challengers, it seems. So yeah, it's rough. It is rough, but UKCS, UK and Ireland Counter-Strike, it's thriving right now, so the game's not over till it's over. But Artist, I mean, the boosts have been everything's just been perfect for everybody on TLR, and even the spray down, it's composed, it's clean. And sure, Dodo has managed to recover this AWP of Artist's corpse, but what can the Finnish coach do in a situation like this? He needs to be the example for his young teammates to follow from. As he goes for the fake, he does force out Giraffe, but it's too much pressure, surrounded from both sides. And Extinct will get that kill, TLR up to 6. And you know it's bad when they're not even calling tacticals as well. That's how you know it's bad. Not even taking the time to discuss this. The speed run in the C side. Well, Musiak, he's back on that AWP. Artist, he's going for the mid peak again, covering Giraffe as he runs on down. And I mean, oh, they're not even going to hear him because of the amount of noise, and his two backs turned once again. It's not going to be Giraffe for 2k, it's going to be Extinct that burns down Musiak. Extinct, hold on a second, there's something in this. Oh, they're blocking each other, this is very messy. Extinct's actually going to lose his life. Bomb can be recovered. And with both players being the ones that started towards A, it's a free B bomb site. Holy's already here, holding on. Storm just needs to get a move on, mate. You got the bomb on your back. You got a huge window. I don't even think you realize. As it goes down, it's going to be the two-man retake from Banana. Hardest going to switch to that AK. He's got a full mag as well, so he won't need to reload. Obviously, two players on both kits as well, so they can take their time on this retake. 20 seconds on it. Retake Util coming in. They've actually missed the banana, well, the quad molly. So that's going to take a little bit more time on this retake, but they've gone for the two-man setup towards CT. And a little bit of fortune gets Heroic their first round on the board, but at the same time, I said it on Nuke, that was the only way they were really winning rounds. It was off the mistakes of the last resort. And there's a prime example of that right there. So, sometimes you do need a bit of luck to kick-start something special. Maybe this could be it from the last 5 rounds of the half, but I am not on that camp, sadly. I don't really believe too much, but you do win this round. Money broke for TLR, so there is a game in this. If they can somehow pull off this round, but much slower styled around. Vacancy. Been left to anchor Banana. They've already gone to 4-man setup on N. He actually gets a spray through the smoke onto Holy. And he's leading the charts at the moment for Heroic. Only 6 kills, but with him losing his life without even seeing his opponents, already working with a man down, a minute on the clock, it's not really how you would have wanted to start this round if you are Heroic, but there's still potential for recovery here. Dodo gonna go on the hunt, and he's just gonna be lurking out here. Artist with a miss shot, a very rare miss shot. But this is all just a ruse. Vacancy with that re-smoke. Gonna play up close and personal to the banana smoke. And this is his time to farm, but they've actually blown open that smoke, catching him out completely. A nice call there from Heroic Academy. Nets himself an empty B side, but Extinct is gonna do the same. A free back turned. Make it one less person to deal with on this retake. And look at Giraffe already with this backstab. Dodo's finally picked up on this, but the timing's just not going to be on his favor, sadly. Another back turned as Musiek and Yogi trapped towards the back of site with so much to do. Gonna get hounded by the remaining horde of TLR, and it's going to be Extinct to get that final piece. Back to winning ways for TLR. It's just been a bit too easy, hasn't it? Extinct and Giraffe sharing 10 kills to their name. I think to any other teams watching this, don't pick Inferno against CLR. But I have to say, I feel like it does feel like Heroic Academy have had a bit of an off day. I'm sure this isn't what we're seeing as their best, I'm sure. It's bright futures for all of their players, at least, but we're just not witnessing it right now. Dodo eats a nade. Luckily, the smoke didn't really break. Tell our sightline for Bev. Yeah, Draft and Vacancy. Definitely two of the better players for TLR, but then again, there's been a lot of true team performances across the board for TLR as a whole. There's no real weakness on this side. I mean, back in the day, I might have said Extinct, but in this last month or two, this is the guy that's impressed me the most. His rating has been climbing up on HLTV. He's been having a lot more impact on the server. And even this, I mean, it was a bit of a one-and-done angle, but he does at least win his fight, gets the info that there's more players, and that's going to allow his teammates to activate. But Bev's going to go down without a kill, and Giraffe lines himself up for the double, but it's only going to be the one-and-done. Damage done onto Musiek, but for once, we've got a post plant coming in. We're Heroic. It looks like they're going to hold on to. And TLR are not even going to give this one a go. Just going to opt for the save, and it's probably the right call, sadly. I mean, you look at the money, despite winning 7 rounds. They have suffered quite a lot of casualties along the way, so. Heroic, going to make it 2. But again, still a big long shot for them to come back into the series, but. You know, just got to play it 1 round at a time.
Terrorists win.
Also, just to ask, obviously, I don't really get, I don't really expect this to be answered, but how are you guys finding the stream? By the way, are you guys like searching for the game on Twitch or on Twitter, or are you guys like sharing the stream? Because just to know, because obviously I'm not on HLTV. I'm just kind of surprised that we got this many people watching. So personally, it's a big thanks from me. But hopefully I'll get that sorted for the next round of games, because obviously it would just be nice to have my name on there. But we'll get back into the Counter-Strike, of course. Artist switching up his position like always. Going to take his AWP to B, and well, going to eat a lot of nades for it. That's an average banana fight I've ever seen it. We will stay posted on this angle. Okay, that's definitely a miss smoke. We won't talk about that. That was going to be the retake util for Banana, but now with that missed smoke, they're not going to be able to go for it. And Dodo actually winning that fight against Bev. So they have to take the initiative here if you are TLR, and it's just going to be very messy because of it. Whew. Okay. We see you, Storm. We see you, okay? Clean double entry for him. And that's the round done. And welcome to Inferno. It's going to be the save. And again, it's Giraffe with a nump. So you'd have to be a bit of a madman to go for this. He could try and salvage the Seiki though. Well, he could. But there's not much you can do when you look away at the right millisecond the player swings into you. But I mean, look, if Heroic win these last 2 rounds, 7-5, it's not the worst half. But then again, you would still say TLR favorites, but I mean, this is a full save. So this should be number 4 for Heroic. We see a Zeus reappear on Bev. And if they play their cards right, I mean, you really shouldn't see Heroic fumble this. They have gone for the gamble on the A site. It's only Bev with the Zeus in apartments. I can respect this. When the right flashbang's in place, we'll just completely nullify this 2-2 setup towards middle. So they do seem eager to clear this out. Smoke towards long, nade towards close is gonna sponge up that damage onto Artist and Giraffe. Good precautions in place from Yogi here. I can just see the urgency on Artist and Giraffe to swing through these smokes. As it's a simple double spray. Giraffe actually does get 1, so it's not too bad. Giraffe, well, let's see if Bev actually gets the Zeus skill. No! Come on, Bev. Do better, man. Unbelievable. Don't give this man a Zeus. Tried besting Dodo. It's not going to work like that, fella. It is not going to work out like that. We finally made it. Round number 12. Honestly, you look at this. It started 6-0. The fact they pulled out 4. It's a decent recovery. But TLR still do have the chance to make it 8. Artist going all in on this AWP. Heavy investment, but at the same time with the shots he's landing, you can't hate for him for going for this, of course. He's just going to stay posted up. Heroic. I've already crawled the way up mid early. If they just decide to contact into this, it could end in disaster for them, but Artist just gets off the angle at the worst time, and it's only a tag onto Holy. Yogi just going to look to run him down. How is it not found that kill? Artist swinging back in. It's going to be messy. Bev at least getting that pick onto Yogi. That is the bomb dropped on shore. And now they've got to go pick that back up somehow. I mean, you've got the smokes in play to at least retrieve it, but time is going to be everything on this. Artist trying to catch a bit of luck through the smoke. Not being presented it, but bomb has been retrieved. No casualties lost. But what do you do now if you're Heroic? I mean, again, the only real map control you have is mid. Banana has been left completely vacant. And it does seem like they're eyeing it up. Artist actually getting that pick onto Dodo. They spot nothing else. You see him instantly rotating over to the B site. It's the only logical solution as well. Well, that smoke down 20 seconds. You need to go, go, go if you're a Heroic Academy. It's the final round of the half anyways. You gotta give this one a go. And with 10 seconds, they're going to be walking into their death here. It's a missed shot from Artist, but it's not going to matter. Extinct cleans it up. A very interesting half of CS. Again, it's been a bit messy, but all in all, it has been TLR looking quite comfortable. A nice little bit of resurgence from Heroic towards the end, but TLR in the hot seat, especially with their record on the pistols. they're going to be looking favorites to pick this one up unless Heroic pull off something special. And if that's the case, this series is going to be winding down to its finale. If Heroic do pull this one off, there's a ticket back into this game, so let's say we believe for a second. What can Yogi do? Gonna be ran down by the Horde, already dinked early. Smoke is gonna deny any vision from Mini Pit as they have to force themselves out to take these fights, and it's going all the way of TLR. Despite having 4 players on this site, it's only gonna result in 1 kill. Well, make it 2, Storm. A good bit of resistance. But at the same time, it's a pretty weak hold from a side that has not looked good at all today. Both pistols secured. TLR on the precipice of closing out the series and staying alive in challengers. Heroic Academy, it's just not been your day today, it seems. No real opportunity to force in this one. You didn't really make it close. And you obviously still do have a couple rounds in play to potentially take it all the way and try and do a comeback from overtime, but nades a little bit too deep, but they've hit their mark for sure. As they run on in, they find absolutely nothing. Vacancy, just looking to farm up some ecos alongside the MP7 of Extinct and Artist, and well, it's again a round that you'd expect. Very clean, all 5 players surviving. Now, 3-round stand in between TLR and closing out the series. We'll have to see what this rifle round at least offers for us. I mean, Heroic, of course, haven't really been at the races today, but of course, I still want a close game, so it would be nice to see them win this one, but they do have to hold their nerve. Early pressure towards Banana, standard. They've left Vacancy over there. He is the king of Banana, of course. That is where he does his best work, but looks like he's been called back. Potentially they want to hit through the smoke on a timing here. Flash is coming in. 2-man setup towards long. Are they going to find anything on this? No, they're not. Well, yes, they are. Music double. And even though he's had a quiet game, he's coming to life at an urgent time for Heroic Academy. And now it's the 2 Mac 10s up standing. Spray and pray, it's all you can do. And they're going to both fall. So, they win the first gun round, Heroic Academy. It's a start. You're halfway there from tying this game up. It seems like a long road, but you just need to play 1 round at a time. I think individually they've both got the prowess to make this a close game, but they are just being outmatched by the experience at the moment. They have planted that heroic flag on Banana though. Doesn't look like Holy wants to stick around here for too long. Unable to catch a lucky spray through the smoke as well. Already depleted that arsenal of smokes towards B. They are shuffling around a lot of mollies here though, so they still have a chance to to delay, especially with Dota going to be flashed on in here. Does catch Vacancy with his hands up. Unable to get that kill, however. And TLR not being pushed away from this whatsoever. No util to stop this hit, so it's going to have to be all on the aim prowess on Holy and Dodo. Not looking towards coffins whatsoever. Holy's just going to town, and they're just mopping up TLR like it's nothing. They hold their nerve, Heroic Academy, and they're getting back into this game. It's okay. I said they got to play it one round at a time. There's a world where they complete this comeback. And there should be 7. I mean, you're stuck on Glocks, TLR. I mean, the main objective here is just going to try and get that bomb down, but with the way the last couple of executes have been, are they even going to be allowed onto the site is the question. This is pure confidence from Dodo. Not spotting anything middle. And he's going to play around this smoke. I mean, fair play for getting 2 there. I thought you were just going to get caught out, but that is an AK picked up, but info gathered, you got 2. I'd be pretty happy with that. And with 3 players set up towards A, I mean, it should be easy, but well, it should be easy. It was easy. I mean, Vacancy made it for a split second. Looked like it was going to be a bit of a challenge, but a nice little spray down by Yogi. The young Romanian standing strong. And just like that, it's only 3 rounds in this game. It's not too impossible. TLR, they have suffered. They're back on the rifle. Stomp playing up close and personal. He's got the coverage on Music, who's finally finding some impact with that AWP. It's come late into map number 2, but better late than ever. Especially with the score lines being so close as it is. On the precipice of an amazing comeback here, Heroic Academy. They've just got to get it across the line. They've shifted around the defense. They've sent Dodo over to A. Holy on the jig with that molly. To buy a bit of time. Don't get caught out, son. You got to stay alive. So rotations come into play. TLR smell weakness. Only 1 player on this site. What can Holy do? That's a lovely first pick to make it a 2-on-3 for your teammates. Bomb will go down without any problem. Dodo trying to catch a timing, but he's going to get caught up in the spray. Going for that spray. I've seen him lose his life, and Music tagged down ever further. And look at this from Artist. The type of play we expect from him. Lurking through the smoke. Yogi going to be none the wiser. The freest kill for him. And Music on such low HP. Artist well aware of where he is. He's not going to find that kill, however. Giraffe just needs to mop this up. He's got full HP. And Heroic Academy, despite starting the round off well, TLR read the mid-round to absolute perfection. Knowing that there's only 1 player towards Banana. They run him down like hell. And now they're only 2 rounds away from closing out this series. We have to say they suffered a lot of casualties for it. That's why we're seeing Extinct and Bev stuck on those Mac 10s. Vacancy on a Galil for himself as well. With the way he's been shooting. I'm sure he'd prefer an AK, but Artist with that big green of his posted up towards Banana. Finds that pick onto Holy, trying to swing on in to catch Dodo. He's unable to secure that second kill, but look how quickly they're escalating over here towards Apartment TLR. They think they got a timing here, but Stomp 4K with the easiest 2K of his life. And I have to say, that's pretty much the round done unless the 2 Irishmen can do something. Well, Ain't that the one Irishman? Dodo finding that kill through the smoke onto Artist. Now it's all on Extinct. 1 versus 3. Musiak, they spot each other. Yogi has already rotated round. Gonna throw down the molly to delay. What can Extinct do with this AWP then? Not known to be an AWPer. Presented with a chance to get an opening pick there, but Heroic just going to play the time. They've got the man advantage by 3. No need to do anything silly here. Extinct actually finds that first pick. If he was able to duck back into cover, that would have been a very nice attempt, but Yogi will get that kill. And it gets ever closer. Someone, okay, Yogi's hunting down an AK, I think. Storm's finally going to get on that defuse. There you go. Get yourself an AK, good sir. And it gets a little sticky now for TLR. You've allowed Heroic back into this game for 1. 2, they look a lot more confident on the CT side of Inferno. 3, if you don't get your act together, they're very close to tying up the game, and I feel like they're feeling that pressure now. Knowing that they had this game in the bag, but Heroic have definitely activated. This is what we expected to see on Nuke, but look at Musiak. At the time of his life now. Kill through the smoke to find the opener. That nade's going to do a lot of damage here. Just needs to stay alive. Storm from pit can't support. Even the player from Long coming in to help out as well. Pistols not going to amount to much. As it's all on Extinct. Once again, this time a 1v5. Yeah, wrap it up, buddy. It's only going to end one way for you. Just like that, a bullet to the dome. Only 2 rounds in it. For those of you just joining in, it was an 8-4 half. Now, Heroic, ever so close to completing the comeback. No way Yogi's doing this. And there we go. This is the first tactical from TLR. I was going to say there was ever going to be a time to do it. It had to be now. I mean, this T side has been not what we're used to seeing. At least what I'm not used to seeing from them. But it does feel like they have taken their foot off the gas pedal a little bit. Kind of marching onto these bomb sites with a bit of cockiness, underestimating your opponent. And now that they're landing the shots, they've got to find an answer. Especially to Musiak's AWP. He's constantly staying on the move. This time posted towards Banana. Oh, they've just flashed themselves. Artist. That was meant to be a Banana flash. AWP now spotted. Musiak gonna say standing on this angle, however. TLR taken to the extremities over towards middle. And Vacancy has, well, not shot a single bullet in this round, but has tanked 2 HE nades. So he's down to 6 HP. Not the, yeah, go for this guy. I'm sure he's going to be the cannon fodder in this round, sent in first to, be the bait for his teammates, but Heroic are all set up in some very nice positions here. 35 seconds on the clock, holy. Recognizing how empty it is towards B. It's going to rotate on over Dodo with this angle towards Moto. It's going to be absolutely perfection here. Swings on in, is able to isolate the two duels. This is a bit of a throw from TLR. 15 seconds. There's no real time. This smoke hampering their vision as they come on in. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't lie. I feel like Ancient might be on the horizon. Maybe speaking it to existence as much as is making it happen, but what a strong recovery from Heroic. I thought they were down and out after nuke, but they seem like a completely different team altogether now. This Inferno is going to take us all the way through regulation. All 24 rounds going to be played. TLR need to get their act together. Mid given over. They've obliged and taken up residence. Musiak needs to be careful not to get ran down with this open hand. Dodo, though, with the off angle. It's only going to be one for him. He's been good for multiple frags in this round, and surely not like this. Not to the Tech 9s, Heroic. Not to the Tech 9s. B-site given over. Rifles recovered. It will be a 3-on-3 with all two players coming in from CT, one from Banana. Two-man setup towards Church. Vacancy ready to swing off Bev, but Vyogi finding that first pick. He knows everyone else is going to be here, but a lovely headshot from Bev. And now it's all on the captain. Mr. Clark in the clutch, 1 versus 2. Going to be forced out by that first bait. Going to get the double as well. And TLR with a huge clutch from the main man Artist. Put themselves on 12. The Tech 9s. Causing the utmost demise for Heroic Academy and instantly calling a tactical. You have given the last resort a lifeline. In a half of CS, that's not been the prettiest for them, but they've managed to scrap their way to series point, I'd say. Unbelievable. If they lose like this, it's almost hard. It's gonna be heartbreaking, honestly. Well, this is it. This could be the final round of play. Let's Heroic have something to say. What has been such a strong half of CS for them. They sadly lacked in the firepower capacity in this series as a whole, but they've also left themselves with such little time to complete this comeback that, despite winning so many string of rounds together in a whole, all they needed was one fluky round TLR to put them on series point. Now the ball's in their court. Musiak managed to land a nade onto the player in Boiler. He scampers back to a safer angle. And Dodo once again. Hey, I'll say this, for a coach who's probably been out of the game for a while, I'll give him his flowers. He's had a very good Inferno game. And if there's a reason why they complete this comeback, a lot of it is on him, of course. 30 years old, I believe he is. Transitioning into a coach role, back into playing an official. It's never the easiest. Musiak making a lot of noise on this rotation. There's one less player that they're going to have to worry about. TLR if they decide to execute. Yogi, this is going to have to be a huge hold from him. As they dive on through the smoke, bomb down. How many more can he get? He's done 2. That's more than enough. Bev now running his way up from short. Not gonna be. He's actually gonna save Artist's life. Bomb is gonna go down without a problem. Dodo diving through the smoke to try and hold on to this series and their life here in ESL Challengers. And Dodo is gonna somehow get the double spray down as well, lining themselves up despite the heroics from Bev. Heroic Academy stay alive. Only just. Dodo's got it in him still. Just like that, we could be watching, witnessing an overtime here, ladies and gents. But of course, when everything's looking good, we of course have a technical. So that is very nice. I would not be surprised if this is for Heroic Academy, just going off the nuke game. Can only hope this is rectified quickly though. We'll say. For a solo cast, this has been a very fun series. Whether this goes to overtime or whether it ends, it has been a lot of fun doing this. So I do thank you guys for tuning in today. We'll say I will only be mainly streaming TLR, of course, if they do win this and they do go into the game tomorrow. So if you are interested, do follow. Do keep yourself posted, because there's a lot more TLR games coming your way this season. So definitely don't want to miss out on those. But this is it. This is it for Heroic Academy. Managed to stay alive for as long as possible. You've clawed your way back from an impossible position. Now you're on the doorstep to tying up this game. Taking it to overtime. Artist, I think, has been stabbed in the back by his own teammate. So that's exactly how you'd want to start the round if you're the captain. For once, it's not the T-side players getting naded down to the absolute extreme. It's going to be Holy, who retreats with 50 health points. I do apologize, I just sneezed, by the way, but wow. The retake util coming in. He can call this all clear. Nobody lounging about. But it's Musiek's AWP that strikes first against Artist. The captain going down with an AWP of his own. That's got to be recovered somehow. If they can, I don't even think they can pick it up. So this fight in Banana could decide the rest of this game. And Holy swings on in with a double. Not the triple for him, sadly, though. Dodo just playing his life, 35 seconds. This is going to go to overtime, isn't it? This is it. Dodo going to stay in front of the smoke, catches that kill onto Giraffe. And now it's all on Bev, 1 versus 4. Not his brightest series. He's heard Musiek posted up, but Musiek is quicker. This is going all the way. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course we're going to overtime. After what was an 8-4 half. TLR winning both pistols, mind you. This has been a hell of a comeback from Heroic Academy. I feel like my voice is already going, but hey, we gotta do our job. And now you have to say, with the game reset, it's very clear who the favorites are now to close out this game. It has been a true team performance from Heroic Academy. A barrage of nades to at least trade out the scores. Yogi going down to Artist Orb. It's another nade kill. A slam dunk. Kobe from the Irishman. With that, he looks to solidify even more ground, but once again, he's bested by the young Polishman. But going back for more, that's a bit too over-eager. Extinct gives him a nice little haircut there. Ooh. Bev, how's he managed to get out of that one? He knows where both players are. Bomb can be safely planted on the B site. Bev can lounge around for some exits. But of course, with Heroic winning the huge quantity of rounds heading into overtime, TLR win the first one. This is doable. Bev should have really won that fight. But, well, Extinct with the open hand. Never mind, he switched on over. Gets the banana player. Holy can still give this one a go. He's got a smoke and a flash. But he's not going to be expecting Giraffe close on. 5. So, 13 to 12. T-side starts off strong. Heroic Academy were definitely punished there for the over-aggression. I'm sure they have definitely learned from their mistakes. And again, it is Inferno. It isn't too uncommon to see a lot of nade kills, but obviously do try and mitigate that happening. And there you go. I mean, trying to stay aggressive as they've done before. Looks like the last resort have found their answer. Once again, an opening frag going their way. Molly extinguished. TLR can slow this right down. You can see they've completely given up Banana. More promising hope towards mid. Musiek and Stom. The two players to hold on to this bomb site. Stom looking to stand his ground here, but he's going to opt to fall back. Clutching a nade in hand. We're going to do a nice bit of damage. Musiek though in a bit of an off angle, only a one and done. And they're getting completely caught out. Yogi also diving through the smoke. Good for one, but one and done is not enough if you are Heroic Academy. And with the money gone, it's a bit of a shame to see, but it has to be the save call from Dodo. And for whatever reason, it feels like the last resort have just kind of clocked. Wait a minute. We need to finish this official game. I want to enjoy the rest of this this British sun, so let's just get this done. We've had enough joking about. And it does feel like the caster's curse has truly been struck.
Terrorists win.
I said it's going to be all Heroic Academy, but no. TLR looking to put themselves on 15. Looking to put themselves on serious point. And once they switch over to the CT side, which has been arguably their best bit of CS on Inferno, it's going to be a proper tough comeback for Heroic. And, well, this is the final tactical for them. The final speech of inspiration from Dodo, who, again, you got to give him props. Leading the scoreboard, I should say, sorry. 20 kills. Ahead of the young guns. Ahead of the next generation of players, so respect to him. Maybe you do still have a chance of going pro. Well then, standard banana. TLR looking to contest this part of the map. Nachi taking it very aggressively here. Holy going to be supported by that flashbang, and well, just like that. pretty much called the round done. A single a flashbang, completely nullifying that part of the map from TLR. Barely wounded as well. Heroic desperately needed this final round, to be fair. So, if they can get 13, they're not out of this by a long shot. Flash not going to affect Musiek whatsoever. He stays posted. And he's had Artist's number for last couple times these guys have dueled. Smoke to cover the cross. He does catch Giraffe, however. Now it's all on all on Bev, I should say. In a 1 versus 5, they don't exactly know where he is, but he has been spotted out by the AWP. He's just not expecting the player in pit. So it's 14 to 13. I saw the last round there from Heroic, but the fact that TLR are walking away with 14 after what was a pretty dismal closer to in regulation. The fact that now they can sit back and relax on the CT side. We'll have to see something absolutely extraordinary from Heroic Academy to stay alive. And potentially even close out the series right here and right now if they win these 3 rounds, but Anthony Util being dropped over there for Giraffe. That's the wrong player. So now it's Heroic's time to eat a bunch of nades, but they've actually done a pretty good job of avoiding that. Force TLR to the bomb sites. Double swinging coming on in. And yeah, they're having a taste of their own medicine. Holy and Stom tagged down to 34 and 40 respectively. Artist, he's going on a bit of a prowl here in apartments with the AWP no less. But it's actually Musiek's AWP that strikes first, and that's going to be the green light to go. They're not going to wait for the smokes down. That's a bit of a mistake there from Holy. Extinct needs to stand strong, however, but it's Giraffe who's actually doing all the work from behind this smoke. Heavy damage done onto Yogi. He's actually going to swing on in for more. That's a bit too overzealous. And is this going to be the save? It is. I don't know if Giraffe was just fired up after getting those first 2 kills, but was there any need to swing on in? Wait for the 2 players to come in from Banana. Well, they've been given a lifeline. Crucial one of that. Just sticking around for the exits though. Can Artist find anything? He's quick with it. That's one onto Yogi. Bev. It's very shaky. Just get out of there. Save the M4. No point in risking it, but Artist for once besting Musiek. After the round is done, however, so we're tied up once again. I think definitely the difference maker, at least in this map, has definitely been Musiek. I think if you have a little look at how he did on Nuke, it was a map to forget. I think he finished on 6 kills. His openings have been absolutely crucial. And a huge part why Heroic have had such a comfortable time on the T side. So once again, TLR forfeit Banana. Heroic smartly know that the retake util is coming back in, so they scamper away. And they do so in numbers. Resorting to middle. Again, such a passive hold on this site for TLR. Giraffe, 2-for-1 deal. He's going to be happy with that. A little pop flash for Artist to set himself up, but it's another miss from him. Now it's going to be on the big, bad Bev from Pit. Needs to stay alive. They've naded him out. They know where he is, and he falls with no kill. This could be Heroic Academy on match point. Do Vacancy and Extinct even want to give this one a go is the question. they feel inclined to give this one a go. 3 players to worry about. Extinct with a bit of util to help him clear onto the site. He's unable to find one. Oh, he's able to get one, but it's only going to be good for one. Too many players, too many angles. And Heroic Academy, for what could be one of their best comebacks yet. From 8-4 down, losing both pistols. They might be able to walk away with their map pick and take it to Ancient. Or will TLR stay alive in this fight? Keep this map going. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I want to see a little bit more of Inferno. Two-man setup in apartments here. Giraffe and Bev. One covering right, one covering left. Let's see if Dodo's going to be in for the shock of his life here. He's actually going to be able to single out one, but he calls out two. And at the same time, Stom has won out the duels towards Banana. So this could be it for the last resort. You could say this has been a pretty bad choke from them, but at the same time, huge credit to what Heroic have done. Bev left heavily wounded. All 3 players coming in from CT. That nade might actually be able to find Stomp, but it doesn't. Barely avoiding him. And these smokes delaying the inevitable. Artist gets that first onto Holy. Giraffe getting that player towards Dark. Swinging on him from Coffins. It's all but over. Heroic Academy, 16-14. They've done the comeback. I can only imagine the cheers from all of them over there. Of course, it's an online one, but they've got to be feeling very good about that themselves. The last resort. I said this with pure confidence. This is their map to win. Inferno has been one of their better maps as of late. But clearly, the stars not aligning for them, meaning we're going to Ancient, guys. We're going to Ancient. It's going to be all to play for on there. I don't even know who's going to win now, just because of that. But we're going to cut to a break. I'm imagining it's going to be 5 to 10 minutes, so keep the stream up. We'll be back for the final map between these two teams. Don't go anywhere. All right then. Thank you all for your patience. It was a nice lengthy pause between map 2 and 3, but the final map of this series will finally be taking place here on Ancient. Remember, this is a lower bracket, so you lose and you are out. So it's do or die for both of these teams. And of course, with it being the decider, we gotta let it scrap it out. Who's starting wire? And well, what a surprise! The Brits and the Irishmen come out on top in the ninth round. Not surprised in the slightest. So they'll get to decide what side they start on. Very simple. And just I guess early bit of context when these two teams did last play, which was not too long ago. They did face on Ancient, and it was a 13-6 victory for the Last Resort. So maybe times have changed now, though. Maybe off that victory, Heroic Academy can make something special happen, but this is the Last Resort's first slash second best map. So hopefully that long break has given them a bit of time to mentally reset for what was a pretty disastrous Inferno. And thanks to the long wait, it looks like they've heard us. They're making a quick pistol round. They look to dive back in. The two dualies making God's work happen. And once again, it looks like the streak of pistols for the Last Resort is going to continue in fine form, but Artist didn't realize he was caught out by Dodo as the coach continues his fine form, but Vacancy steps in as once again TLR win the pistol round. Heroic going to be on the back foot, but they get the bomb down this time, so there is potential for a force buy. I will say as well, thank you for everybody tuning in and somehow finding this stream. I don't know how you have, with us not being on HLTV, but again, huge thanks for all the follows as well. It's been a pleasure streaming for you guys today. Can only hope that this final map gives us something as good as Inferno, but you never know. With how TLR have been on this map as of late, this could be an absolute stamping, but looks like despite getting the bomb down, not going to force into this one. Our Heroic Academy just pulling out the Deagles. Hopefully swinging on in with a bit of confidence, not finding anything though. Keeping an eye on that. All 5 rifles for the Last Resort. Not a single SMG in sight. They were probably expecting something a little bit more, maybe a rifle or two or a couple SMGs, but Heroic saving for round number 3. That's when they will be first investing properly. Traff gonna eat a face full of that flashbang. But he's got his teammate with him to help him out. Bev, the spray isn't pretty, but he's got his too. Now it's all on Dodo. Not much he could have done as well. But 2 kills, 2 rifles that have been lost for the Last Resort. That will need reinvesting, as all 5 AKs are being brought out in full force for Heroic Academy. So let's see if they can get off to a stronger start, unlike Inferno. Remember, it was 6-0 for the Last Resort before it all kind of went tumbling downhill. So messing up the run boost there. 20 million flashbangs. Welcome to Ancient. It's an absolute mess. Extinct thankfully has drafts back, but we have also lost the A player, which was Bev. So it will be our first 3-on-3 retake of this match. Make that a 3-on-2 with Yogi catching a lucky little spam through the smoke. Trav also walking up into that nade as well. As one by one they fall. TLR giving up this round. Trav will just be looking to hold on to this AK. So an instant response from Heroic, a fast round called, catching them completely by surprise.
Terrorists win.
double from Stom. I do believe he is the highest rated player on Heroics Academy. There was no real standout, I'd say, on Inferno either. I think every single one of them played a major role in achieving that comeback and closing out that map 16-14. Whether they can replicate that is an entirely different question. Lovely util to soften up Bev and Giraffe. Never a good feeling starting off a round heavily tagged. His vacancy forced away from the flash. Didn't even affect him, but he's playing his life. Whereas Extinct, he's testing the extremities here, but this MP9 is going to get that free kill onto Dodo. B lane called all clear. Heroic now march through into middle and into Donut. Bev and Giraffe completely occupying the A site, or A main, I should say. So this could catch out Heroic, but holy. Good vigilance, but do they expect a double up there? No, they don't. Giraffe, that's a free kill for him. Vacancy also catching one with the 5-7, so it's going to be on Musiek and Yogi. Yogi hiding towards the back of sight. Musiek playing his life in Donut. Yogi going down without a single kill, so it's going to be all on the young Polishman, but he cannot do much else but only get a constellation kill. And that round starts off with Extinct getting that push into Rap, getting that kill. And it's a good call from the two A players to push into main and occupy that space. They get that kill into Bev. Sure, he goes down without getting a kill, but they don't expect Giraffe as well. So all in all, it's a pretty good response. And now TLR continue to extend their lead and extend us into, of course, a bloody tech timeout, man. Oh, brother. Get your shit sorted, man. We're getting a technical every 5 minutes these days. But we should see another buy come into here. I mean, everyone but Stom can buy an AK and armor. And Musiek as well, to be fair. I don't think he's going to just want Kevlar. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see a couple Galils in place of the AKs. But yeah, these tech timeouts do take a bit of the oomph out of the game, I can't lie. You start seeing some free-flowing Counter-Strike, and then boom. Tech timeout. So hopefully the players don't really lose that that fire that they've been building up. Hopefully this is going to be rectified shortly. Again, I can't really find out when something when or who something breaks, but let's have a look. Who's not moving? Toto is well, still as you can be. He's a statue. I can only assume it's a problem for Heroic Academy. It has been for them for quite a while, to be fair. If there's all of these tech timeouts, it's been for them. So who will win? Well, that's a good question, buddy. That's a great question, actually. I'm sure that's what we're all wondering. If we're going off past results, I think most of the people in here would say the last resort, but you never know with Counter-Strike. I had them as favorites to close out Inferno as well, but they lost 16-14, so I'd still favor them despite losing that map in the way they did, but again, it looks like it is Musiek, so poor fella can't catch a break. I don't know if it's a server that's just bugging out. Not a single clue. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well. Just to remind, this is a lower bracket, so you lose and you're out. We'll have a look who these teams play next. If well, who these guys play when they advance. So it looks like they will be playing Leo tomorrow at Thursday. Well, tomorrow at Thursday. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock British time, I should say. So I'm sure you guys can all see that on the HLTV bracket. But yeah, you're gonna be playing. They're gonna be playing the Ukrainian side, Leo. So that will be a pretty good game. They've been grinding it out in the CCTs as well. It looks like. What's going on in the upper bracket? Well, you got Namiga versus Havu. That'll be a pretty decent game. Eternal Fire versus One Win. Okay. Yeah, it's a long road back though for this lower bracket though. I mean, there's a lot more games you got to play from now until the 26th it seems. So, yeah, we got games Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it's just a lots of Counter-Strike. So do keep in touch, do keep posted. We'll have to see if regardless of the last resort win or not, if we decide to stream any of those games, if you are interested, do let me know. Doesn't even have to be Europe as well. It can be South America. It can be North America. Well, maybe not North America. I don't think we'll be setting up late for that, but I wouldn't mind doing some South American CS. That might be fun. Hmm. But it does seem like this is more of an extended problem. All right, let me get off Holy. Stop spamming your inspect button, bro. Making me anxious. I'll give this like 5 minutes. If not, we'll probably cut to a break so that I just don't yap in your ears about absolute nonsense. But Dodo's finally bought. He's got an XM. I don't know if he's actually going to keep that. That is questionable to say the least, but... Alright, now Holy's disconnected. Well, that's just brilliant, isn't it? Hmm. And again, can't read the chat, so that's just reading unknown net message. How nice. Okay, well, there's Musiek. I'm assuming he restarted his PC just because of how long he took. Maybe Holy's doing the same thing then. Oh, well, well, well. That's a name I recognize. Mr. Tua. How you doing, fella? I don't even know who you play for these days, bro. Can't lie, I've been very MIA this season in UKIC. I've only been streaming them. Well, the wait is just unholy. Come on, fella. Get your ass back in the server now. The people want to watch some CS, and you're denying them their right. Is anybody actually here for the love of the game and not put some odds on either of these teams? Sure, there's got to be some passionate CS fans that want to watch the Last Resort versus Heroic Academy. Come on now. Surely. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, but this is this is a proper lengthy one. I'm here for the love of the... Thank you, Tua. Thank you. Someone here loves Counter-Strike for what it is. Thank you. Oh dear, this is... This is brilliant. This is CS right here, man. Might as well just kick my legs up. Ugh. At what point is it just acceptable to say like, bro is not coming back, and just play 5 versus 4? Because to me, it seems like his PC is just exploded or something, and he's not coming back. So I'm watching because of. Hey, you know what, Okra? I respect it. At least you're honest. I respect your honesty. Dimension Dissenters. Oh yeah, Project Vapor. Yeah, I know, I know. How many minutes remain, brother? If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't know. I mean, I could ask. I mean, let's see. You know what? I asked just for you, so we'll see if we get a response from the ESL channel. But does my bet get refunded if it's a forfeit? Is there a time limit that he has to join? That's the thing. I just don't know. I don't know. I asked. I mean, they've got. I'm sure there's admins that respond to like my questions in the Discord channel, but whether they choose to respond to me is an entirely different point. But you got TLR to win map under 20.5 rounds. I don't. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, why am I discussing odds? I don't have. Okay, no. So okay, all good. So yeah, someone's just told me that they don't have that information at the moment. So we don't actually know why there's a pause, but I can imagine if Holy is unable to join back, they will just have to play this with just 4. I got artists. Fuck off, Louis. Bro, you got it, man. You got it, bro. That's so easy, bro. Oh shit. Shout out Centric as well, bro. Much love, much love. Hey, 350. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follows, guys. Wow. So much love. Just watching a tech pause. Um, what is there even to talk about? So like, what's your guys' favorite skin, huh? Since that's clearly what we're all thinking about these days. How long has he been gone? Like 10, 15 minutes, I think. I feel like it's been like more than it's been between 10 and 15. It has to be. Hey, Aurora Phase. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm allowed to stream that, but shit. Might as well just have that up on the second monitor at that point. Wait, Louis, can you explain your Rainbow Six Siege arc for me, please? Because I'm quite confused by that. I just see you only posting Siege these days. Have you fully abandoned the Counter Strike scene, bro? Is that what happened? You're gonna become a Siege admin and then have your tablet connected as well for like a Siege tournament or some shit? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, you're getting into it. Okay, that's fair enough. That is a very valid reason. Frick CS. Nah, fuck esports. Okay, fair enough. You had enough. I will forever miss my favorite admin. When I knew Louis West was adminning our games, I just knew it'd be a 10 out of 10 game. You're running around in R6 with the name, oh brother, Israel, big fan. Fuck's sake. I was gonna say, I saw your posts and you're queuing with some big people. I checked their followers and they got like 50K. I'm like, bro, how the fuck are you playing with these guys? So I'm like, yeah, you're clearly good at Siege then. Soon we're gonna be seeing Louis West adminning Siege games. Oh, you're new to R6? Not the best? Oh, fair enough. I hate R6 personally. Um, Yo, I can't lie. I think I'm gonna cut to a break. This is some bullshit, bro. Like I just can't be asked to wait and like act that I know what's gonna happen when I just don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I do apologize. Obviously, I'm just casting the game. I can't control what's going on in the server, but yeah, I'll just put this to a BRB screen, but keep the stream up and yeah, hopefully this is a quick one. So yeah, I do apologize. Okay, the only reason I'm cutting back to my face, or not to my face, to the game, is changed from technical to timeout. So I don't know if they've used up oh wait, no, that was just some refunding. You know, it's about all the friends you made along the way, guys. All right, we're all friends here. We all love Counter Strike. I'm sure we do, anyways. Holy, I think, has just been like kidnapped or something, and we've lost him. So I can only hope he comes back, please. We need you to finish the game. Let's run a 4v5, bro. That's what I'm saying at this point. Like, this is like PGL levels of technical timeouts, man. Like, goddamn. I just don't know how long this is gonna take. And they're typing, you know, they're saying shit, but well, it's been what, 4 rounds of play. I feel like the game would have been done by now. Actually, yeah, we started at like 20 past 4, and now it's 5 o'clock. So they didn't even have a coach to put in. I mean, bro, they're playing with the coach. Dodo is the coach, and he's standing in for Herdina. Don't even know why he wasn't playing today, but game started. Oh, bro, pre-fired it. So I guess they are playing 4v5. So that is kind of dead. That does mean the last resort will win this, and I can say with that with confidence. It's not what you would want to see, obviously. Oh, okay, cool. Now it's turned into like a prem game where we're calling tacticals to give the last guy to come back enough time. You know, like we'll keep calling timeouts. Does my bet get voided, bro? You're talking to the wrong person, man. I just cast Counter Strike. Also, yeah, why would they even want to take that away, bro? I don't know. Hey, we put money on a heroic. That's a bit unfortunate. But hey, you never know. We have seen crazy things happen. 4v5s happen. Just not in this world though. So, and this was a bit sad. If this was upper bracket, I'll be like, okay, like it's unlucky, and it means at least they get to go to lower bracket and they can continue playing. But this is the lower bracket, meaning if they lose, they're out. You know, and it's kind of a bit of shit if they lose with one guy less for a reason that we don't know. I mean, Holy is disconnected probably only just this once. Musiak has been the one who's been disconnecting a lot. Again, I don't know why. But the fact that he's back and Holy isn't, I don't know if they're in like some sort of LAN setup, because obviously it's Heroic Academy. They, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the funds for that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're all just home and something's happened. So they've called all the timeouts they can. I'm sure Holy is probably scrambling trying to fix whatever issue he has. The phase game ending before this one. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. We got 120 people in here. I just want to say thank you guys for your patience, of course. It's yeah, I am impressed again that people have found this game. I wonder how the other guy who's streaming this game is doing. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if he's falling asleep or some shit. You know what? I'm gonna have a look at his channel. Has he just been on a break this entire time? No, he's just been in there yapping as well.
What? I think.
Hey, good for him, man. Shoutouts to my Russian counterpart. Okay, that's all the tacticals used. And the game will go live with one player less. It seems I cannot avoid a game where I have to cast a 5v4, but it is what it is. It does actually mean I can, yeah, no, okay, we're good. It's just one less player I've got to worry about. So if you do see the number 0 on the radar, that is Holy. He is not playing, so you just ignore the, well, just ignore that, that orange little blob on the radar. And if you're TLR, you lose this game, at that point, wrap it up. You cannot be losing a 5v4 at this stage. And I think they know it. The only benefit, I guess, it is for Heroic Academy, they can just play grouped up. And obviously, you're not going to have TLR all stacked on the bomb site. So, if they get their picks, there is a chance. But, well, Dodo on the swing gets caught out by Artist. Stom, who was trying to be a lurk through red, also gets completely mowed down. But not just one player, but he had 3 players going back to cover mid. Extinct time is going to be everything on this. Musiek's actually activated on the back line. Is he going to expect vacancy? No, he isn't. Opts for the M4. And I can't lie, if the game kind of goes on like this, it's, yeah, it's a bit sad. But, Yogi in the clutch, 1 versus 4. Don't see why he can't do it, especially when he gets that nice crispy headshot into the first player. Not sure why he, yeah, going for the fake, even though he's got the molly down. That will allow TLR out. Ready to fight this, but how many can he get is the question. Gets another one. A pretty solid attempt, that. But, yeah, again, there's just the man advantage that TLR will have for the rest of this game. First time you're seeing a 4v5? You see, I'm no stranger to a 4v5. I've done many an ESCA cast where I've had to cast a 5v4. So, to me, this is just another day. But this is my first time seeing a 5v4 on a HLTV game, I think, in a proper official with the name ESL on it. So, yeah, just goes to show it can happen at any point. And obviously, they've got no backup. I'm sure if it was Herdina that was in instead, Holy disconnects, Dota can join the game, but because they've already got the coach in, that's pretty much it. So, poor Yogi, face full of flashbangs, doesn't see any sort of activity in this round. And it's just a bit depressing, isn't it? Do I even bother casting this game? You know, it's just not fair, is it? You know, it's just not fair. And you gotta remember, one, this pause has been like 20 minutes long, so these guys have lost whatever kind of sense they've got, you know? They've lost that flow, that confidence they've been building up from Inferno because of the amount of tech timeouts, you know? And 2, they've lost their teammate, so morally, the morale is just going to be through the roof, bro. Not even through the roof, through the ground. Oh, and, you know, even though these guys are blocking each other with nades, it doesn't even matter too much. Let me cast, put me in, coach. For fuck's sake. Say this, Artist is hitting his shots though, you know, that's a positive. He's finding impact. That just sounds stupid, man. This is a bit of a dismal end. Alright, Musiek does get one back at least. Can he find another headshot perhaps? No, that's what I mean. Their mental is probably super cooked. They'll play the game out, of course. They would be silly. They have to play the game out. But yeah, I mean, I was really looking forward to this final map. I mean, the fact that we even got a third map was insane in itself, and in the way it happened. But for it to kind of end like this, it's a bit like, you know, what's the point? Musiek does land a tag, but again, 25 seconds. Storm, you just need to die. Get the money for the next round. Ooh, okay. Artist was whiffing a lot of shots there. He does get punished for that. Nice little headshot. A bit of, you know, positive, I suppose, to take. But, yeah. 6-1 against 4 players. See, Musiek has invested into that orb, so again, if they can get an opener and equalize the numbers early, Heroic can muster up some sort of round. They're playing very contact here, walking right into Extinct. Just a simple B play. Extinct even swinging back in for more. Lands a dink. Vacancy going for the pop flash as well. Will actually lose his life as well in the process. So Bev needs to recover this round, which he does. Holds his nerve on that spray. Does spot Dota, who's been tagged up heavy. Spot his leg actually to get that final kill. And now it's all on the young Polishman. Tag down low to 12 HP. He does land a tag onto Giraffe as well, but it's all just a bit of a ruse. Giraffe just baiting for Artist. And well, that's the easiest kill of his life. And yeah, we got a Brazil scoreline, 7-1. Run out of things. That's what's going on, Anton Bird. That's exactly what's going on. There's not really a lot to say that can kind of make this game more exciting. So it's just kind of like, say the obvious, I suppose. I don't know. But on it, at least that round was close. You know, they got the bomb down. It was a post plant. They are just missing the players. It's just rough. It is very unlucky, but welcome to Tier 2, Tier 3 Counter-Strike, ladies and gents. This is the kind of thing that happens, I suppose. Yogi flashed on through once again. It's an Artist opener. And of course, you can't say TLR. They can't screw this up, obviously, if they play very cocky CS. And just give up a free kill at the start of the round. But they're not doing that. They're landing the kills that they need to. So, in that regard, they're playing this as well as you would want them to. But it just is a bit of a shame what we're witnessing. What other games do you cast? I mean, I've only just started now streaming Challenger games. I don't know if I'll see if I'll do other games. But yeah, I'll put my Twitter up at the end of the game. I always post on there what games I'm streaming. So they can see with the wraparound, I think should be able to clean this up. Yeah, I mean, what can you do, man? I mean, I probably should have said this at the start. I am a caster for The Last Resort, but this is my channel, so I try and keep it very neutral on here. But yeah, if you're interested, I mean, it depends, obviously. If when The Last Resort win, I will be streaming the game against Leo tomorrow. So if you are interested in that match, tune in tomorrow. I think roughly around the same time. But yeah, I mean, trying to get busy. I'm trying to cast some more. You know how it is. Let's go Extinct. Farm them up. Let's go. Yogi in the clutch. Yeah. I can't even fake my excitement anymore. Like, it's just a bit boring. TLR got Irish people. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is the best UK team that you're watching right now. I can say that with a fact, you know? Will they win with the pistol, bro? Absolutely not. I think unlike any other UK roster, I mean, they're obviously competing in challengers. They've been climbing the VRS rankings a lot as well, so the hope is that they get invited to a lot more events, and well, hopefully we'll get to cast those games. If not, they're going to be super busy. And yeah, I mean, the UK scene, I think a lot of you already know, it's kind of dead. So the fact that we have a standout team doing well, it's a good sign. It's a lot of missed shots there from Artist, but it doesn't really matter. His teammates are there to bail him out. 10-1. I kind of want to get a sit rep, but I know there's not a lot of people chatting. Where's everybody from? Or like, where's everybody? No, not where everybody's from. Where's everyone living now? just to get an idea where everybody's at, because it's 5 o'clock here in the UK. This started at 2 o'clock. I want to get a lay of the line, because if you guys are here for Irish CS, I'm gonna only assume that you're Irish yourself. You live in Dublin, exactly, so I can only assume you were Irish. So good to see the Irish support out. I love that. I love that. You're in Sydney, Norway. Damn. Okay, we're from all over the world. That's what's up. It's very cool, guys. Very cool. Yeah, it's a bit sad that the game is gonna end this way, but okay, this is a bit nice from Musiak. Hold on. Hey, don't feed the beast. He's making something happen in this round. Hold on a second. He has 7 HP, but yeah. I'm trying to hype it up, guys. I don't know. I'm trying something. 11-1, the half ends. Yeah. Listen, I'll say this. If it was a 5v5, I still think TLR win. Obviously, not in this manner, but I do think they would still win this map, just going off the stats. But you never truly know in CS. I mean, Heroic could have done something special, but c'est la vie. And you know it's bad when Dodo's is buying a revolver. I think that's basically the the white flag. Hold on a second. Yogi gets an early pick, stays alive, 4-on-4. This is a possible retake. Solid damage done onto Extinct as well. Dodo probably wishing he didn't buy that revolver now, but we're going to get a bit of cowboy action over here with him. Bev actually does pick up Yogi. They only just need to stay alive here, TLR, but they're going to be forcing down the fights, and, well... Draft with a nice little 3k. I mean, at this point, they're just farming up their HLTV ratings at this point. TLR, just making them look clean. And Giraffe has picked up that nice revolver of his, so... Yeah, respect. You know what? This is going to be a Dodo POV for the rest of this round, for the rest of this game. I want to see if this guy can get a kill with a revolver. That is what I want to see. Actually, no, we need to see this. Storm is going to go absolutely crazy. Catches out Extinct with the knife out, and well, he gets one. And Dodo already died anyways, so... Ladies and gents, it's been absolute pleasure streaming for you guys today. I know it's not probably the ending you would have wanted, or maybe it is, depending on what you wanted out of this game, but I, as a Counter-Strike enthusiast, it's a bit depressing, but at the same time, a UK team will be continuing on in Challengers in the lower bracket. Huge commiserations for Heroic. This is obviously was meant to be a bit of a banger end to the the stream, but yeah, 13-1, played with 4 people. It is what it is, but it's been a pleasure, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for obviously following, just staying tuned in, even throughout that long ass tech timeout. But yeah, bottom left corner, that's my Twitter, Shin TV. Keep an eye on that. I'm gonna be posting all the time. I post all the time on there, anyways. What games we're streaming, etc. And my very shitty football opinions as well, if you're interested in that as well. But for me, hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we'll be back tomorrow for the second round of lower bracket. So until then, catch you guys in a bit. Adios.